ready to ride the Are you ready to ride the frequency?
Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hello there. Welcome there. We are broadcasting right in the frequency with Lady Liane Curse on Bigfoot Outlaw channel. Hello, Lady Liane. How are you doing today?
Hi. We're also broadcasting, streaming live on the Riding the Frequency YouTube channel. Yay!
Yes, absolutely.
So
Oh,
I'm
hey,
in New York. Where are you at?
I'm right
Where are you
outside Indianapolis. So, yes, broadcasting live.
And I'm right outside your door.
I know, right? I'm getting closer and closer, right up through there. So, oh, look, you got Sharon Marie. She says, hello, beautiful.
My beautiful, sweet Sharon. Sharon.
Hey,
Yeah.
Denise. Hey, Roger. Hey, everybody that's tuning in. Nice to see you. She says,
Roger.
oh, you look so beautiful.
Thank you. That's what I usually say to you, Miss Sharon. Miss Sharon Marie. Sharon. She's not Edward Scissorhands. I'm not making
Are
Edward.
these the secret trades that everybody talks about?
No. She's a hair designer. She does beautiful work, and she works right out.
I need my man beard shaped. It's time. So,
do you want to do like a butterfly cut? We can pull it forward and put it in like a rubber band, and then Mary whack it on camera. Yeah.
What the? Hey,
what?
Mary wants to put beads in it. I'm like, no.
Yeah, we could braid it. There was a dude at Chiller. I wanted to braid his beard so badly. Oh man. I threatened his twice. I never got to it.
Unbelievable.
You know, you got to save something for next time. You can't do it all.
Right. I was gonna put my toupee on for the show, but I was afraid he was gonna fall out once I clicked on.
My toupee? Right? No,
yeah,
I could probably
I got a Donald Trump toupee.
I could. I had you going earlier today. You said, "Oh my God!"
Ladies and gentlemen, early this morning, I start working on her shows with everybody else's. Of course, hers first, and she had me in stitches.
9 a.m. is not early. Stop.
So I was up at what was we up at 5 or 6 this morning? Yeah, working. So, but she had me in stitches, and then I had to quit working today because you know we got on Beavis and Butthead. I'll just say that. But yes.
Well, sort of. I mean, it's sidetracked to Beavis and Butthead. Like, I'll have to go over my texts with you now, I think.
Oh, Lord.
Like, well, it started out last week, you know, like I'm seeing these little things on Instagram that are just making me kind of look twice. You know, let's see. One was let's just start. You know,
all right.
We were talking about self-soothing, and we were talking about stuff last week, and you know, one of the ways we soothe is by eating. Like every once in a while, I'll go on, like I'll go baking, and then I'll eat all of it, and the next thing you know, there's a little more of Liane to go around. You know, and I never really myself about it, you know, because sometimes you just want to eat what you want to eat.
Right.
But then, you know, like people of a certain age should probably be getting, you know, colonoscopies, like, and like, so usually my friend Scott, I don't know if I should out him yet. Maybe we'll just list our friends. My friend Scott sends me reels all the time. And so the other day, like he sends me this reel, and I think, well, this is like the adult version of, you know, when the kids get their wisdom teeth taken out, and then the parents just post them because they're just in space, saying all kinds of whack stuff. Well, so Scott sends me this one, but like I'm just saying, you know, it also serves as kind of a PSA. So I don't know. Can you get the lady waking up? Like, you know, also it reveals that I'm not the only one that thinks my inner life is fun. Like there's somebody else out there who does. So
Now Roger's saying that he's going to get his Beavis and Butthead DVDs out and watch them. She had me, Roger. You have no idea. You have no idea.
Well, can you pull up the link of the lady waking up?
Yeah, and action. Here we go.
Yeah. Thanks, Scott, for this.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
No, okay, that's the Twitter. We'll get to him. That's
Yeah,
a whole. That's a
Yeah.
whole other mind.
Yeah. Here we
mushy.
go. And action. Let me hit the volume first before I do it.
Say one of
Is
the
it
things
that?
you do is never eat with people
No,
you
that's
don't
not
like.
it.
Because your state of awareness will influence how your food is metabolized. There was a study done in Ohio State.
Not that one?
Take two. No, let's go before that one. Deepak, one more. Here,
Oh, Lord.
let me see.
You talk the one with the jug?
Not the one with the jug. I've got him.
Wait a minute, ladies and gentlemen.
I think there's like
Yeah.
hidden meanings why
Yes.
Chris is avoiding
This is
this.
the one that reminded me of you. Yes, I know which one you're talking about now.
Probably gonna be
And
the wrong one.
retake, this is
Oh.
the PSA one.
Maybe.
This one.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
That's
the
it.
one.
That's
All right,
from
let me unmute this one. And action.
PSA.
Oh, I think I have a really fun inner life. My inner life is fun. It's like a big party. Wow, the colonoscopy crap sucks. What? Colonoscopy crap? No, that's not what I meant.
The prep.
Colonoscopy crap.
Prep
I can't stop saying crap. The colonoscopy crap.
was terrible.
It stinks. It
Yeah.
sucks. But the coming out of it is fun. I'm having a party in my head.
Nice.
Wow. Am I
People-
yelling? I'm
I don't know.
yelling.
Yeah, you're yelling.
Sorry, everybody that I'm yelling. Did I have polyps?
Nope, none. Not a one. None.
I got a squeaky clean colon.
Yes.
Sweet. Why am I yelling?
I
Stop
don't know.
yelling at me.
Yes.
Wow. I'm so happy I have such a fun psyche. It's so fun to be fun, you guys. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Thanks, everybody. It's just a ding dong a dongy. Ding a dong a dong a dong. Singing. Wow. I'm seeing double. I see two of you.
You have two husbands.
I do.
Yeah.
I have one in each eye. I have one husband in each eye. Gosh, I'm such a
Amazing.
fun place to be.
Right?
What a gift.
So,
So there you go. That was that lady waking up from her colonoscopy. See, I was like that going into my colonoscopy. So I'm talking to the nurse, babbling away about something, and like, I don't know, starting to feel, I think I feel the juice. Put in the juice. The doctor's like, give her a little more anesthesia. Like that could do just
me, I didn't have none of that. I was just like, then I woke up.
I didn't wake up very happy though. I wasn't waking up fun like her. But you know what? Like it just goes to show you, like this person is really, really happy. She's got a fun inner life. I have a fun inner life. Yeah, I know. She makes you want to go get another one and try again. No, not really. Colonoscopy crap. What? Okay.
I don't want another one.
I kind of don't either after that last experience I had, but I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It was.
Mine wasn't bad, but mine wasn't good either. But that is a good PSA though, because you really do need to get one done.
Yeah, I think so. Every once in a while, make sure you've got a squeaky clean rectolio, bungholio.
TV for my bunghole.
No. Well, see, if you want TP for your bunghole, then now you have to show the lady with the jug, like, because it's winter time. So like you have to really, if you don't like pharma, use things that we know work. So this lady starts talking about fire vinegar. Fire, it's it's fire in my. You're probably not going to need a colonoscopy after you drink some of the fire water that this lady makes.
Yes,
Can you
I'm
that way?
unmuting it, and I
Yeah, I want this. I'm gonna make this. I actually have all this stuff in my house. Just as if you don't, but I do.
really let's check
Go
it out.
figure.
Medicine on the earth right
Fire
here.
cider.
I'm gonna make fire cider in this huge jar. I don't know why this is one of the happiest moments right now. It just is packed with antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial components. There's no wrong way to make fire cider. So if you don't have all the ingredients I have, you can leave some out. You can add some other ones in. You can make it your own. Let's get chopping, my friends. Garlic, your very powerful antibiotic. I used 2 bulbs of garlic. So I have 2 onions chopped up. Another very powerful antibiotic. I've got 3 oranges here, vitamin C, lemons. I used 3. This is 1 big honkin' piece ginger, 2 pieces of turmeric root, handful of black peppercorns, about this much. You can add any fresh greens that you want. I'm going to be using fresh sage, thyme, and oregano. A few dried chilies for some kick. A few cinnamon sticks. Add your apple cider vinegar. And then once it's full, seal it up. So I'm going to be storing this in my pantry for 5 weeks. Mucus destroying, immune boosting, antibiotic, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, so good for you.
So yeah, there you go. So that's it. Like if you want to crush your mucus crushing, I crush you mucus with my fire.
$19.95, you get a bottle of it, right?
Man, you can make that stuff. It's really, really, really good for you. I'm sure it would kill all kinds of things in you, not just the mucus crushing, you know. I'm a big fan of oregano oil personally, but like it never hurts.
That really works. I tried it.
It does. It kills everything. Sometimes I'll combine that with grapefruit seed extract. Like it says, oh, put 10 drops in. I'm like, yeah, I'll put 20 drops in. I'll just stir it up really well in a little tiny bit of orange juice and guzzle that down. The oregano oil, it kills. It kills. That's it. Doesn't kill me. Yes. It kills the creepy things you don't want. Actually, oregano oil, old people get like fungus in their little toenails. I applied it to my mom's toe because I thought, if it kills bacteria, it must kill that too. So I got my mom's toes looking beautiful, and they were so pretty before. Yeah, because I don't know. She was getting pedicures downstairs, and I guess maybe they weren't so hygienic. Anyway, I fixed it.
What kind of oil was you talking about?
Oh, oregano oil. It tastes nasty. Right. It tastes nasty. A lot of people said thank you and for suggesting that because you kind of smell like an Italian kitchen.
You really do, but it works. It works good on migraines.
Yeah, I'll just put 3 to 4 drops under my tongue and it burns, and then I'll swish it around and then I'll drink some hot coffee or some hot tea because it's oily. The hotness washes it down better than cool. So yeah.
Right.
Tea,
right.
tea, pinky tips. Yum, yum. So yeah, so that's it. I thought that was kind of funny and necessary. Just to remind people.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good. Keep the pharmacology away. Keep the drug pushers away. Drink your fire cider. I
heard that. Yes, oregano oil is what she's talking about. Yes. Oregano oil.
Yes. I could, I would have to dip out to go get the bottle that I have. It's really magical. I mean, unless you've got something viral and then you just have to ride it out. But if it's bacterial, man, the oregano oil and the grapefruit seed extract,
Right.
It'll kill them dead.
Yeah, it really does work. An old farmer taught me that. So, absolutely.
Well, see, and here it is. Like I feel like I would rather listen to an old farmer than use pharmaceutics. If I can avoid them, I do.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have to. I mean, I've said this before. If my arm gets chopped off somehow, delete. I didn't mean it. Like I have to. I'm not going to regrow it like a lizard. Although we do regrow our livers if we have a little bit of choppy. They grow back. Livers. My lizard grows back. My lizard liver. Something.
Right.
There's.
Yes.
I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, livers grow back, arms don't so much. So, you know, like I don't think you want to go to get acupuncture when your, you know, arm is like.
Yeah, I used to get acupuncture around my back.
It's good for lots of things. My mom swore by it. She had sciatica. There was this lady, she lives in Mexico now. Her name was Mel. But Mel used to come over and give my mom acupressure and acupuncture over here. You know. It helped her out. Helped her out a lot.
Yes.
Yes. So, what else is going on this week? We can go back to that first one that you put up. Like,
yeah, the first one. All right. And
yeah, I think this was mildly like disturbing. Like, and I don't know if you guys are okay with me going through these weird things that I've been seeing, but they're just so weird. Like, what is happening?
and action here. Here we go. I'll make sure it's not muted.
And oh well, there's this. What's this one?
This is the one you sent me about food.
Oh, the food one. We're back to food. Yeah, well, this is true too. We might as well, as we're doing colonoscopies and we're doing Firesider, we might as well listen to Deepak. I think Deepak is talking about like how, you know, when you eat, what kind of mood are you in?
Yeah,
you know, you can literally eat crap and be in a good mood. And I know I'm exaggerating here and generalizing, but like it would do less damage to you than if you ate good food while you're all stressed out. Like, you know, you do want to be stressed.
This has some good points, so I like this one.
It really does. Okay, go ahead.
Action.
One of the things that you should do is never eat with people you don't like.
Because your state of awareness will influence how your food is metabolized. There was a study done in Ohio State University where they were feeding rabbits diets that were extremely high in cholesterol. And they found to their amazement there was one group of rabbits that never got the high cholesterol levels. After a while, they found out that the technician who was feeding these rabbits, instead of just throwing the food at them, he would stroke them and pet them and cuddle them and kiss them and then feed them the same poisonous food. But now, as a result of that experience of happiness, they made chemicals inside their brain and the body that turned the cholesterol into a completely different metabolic pathway. So it's not just the food you eat, but what your awareness, what your consciousness and your state of emotions is at the time you're eating.
As you eat to ease the stress,
well, then
it turns into something else.
Yes, it's very important. In fact, one of the things I tell people is if you're not feeling good, skip the meal at that time.
Yeah, man. Even when I was little, I knew intrinsically, people say, oh, you can't skip breakfast, it's bad, and da-da-da. You know, really, I think that's kind of a myth. I think it's probably more important, what is the first thing you introduce into your physical body, and do it at a time where you're not stressed out. Like when I was taking care of my mom, I literally would not be able to sit down and enjoy and eat until after I put her to bed. Like I knew she was done, and then I could like eat, and then I could you know, because it was a time, man. Sharon Marie, my beautiful Sharon, the hair designer, she knows. She actually just was taking care of her mom who recently passed, so she knows all about it. But yeah, it makes a difference, you know. And even as a child, I was saying intrinsically, I knew like mornings were very stressful for me. going to school, like separating from my mom I was so anxious. And so eating in the morning was not what I wanted to do at all. Lunchtime was okay. Snack time, I was okay, but then I would eat more when I got home after school and then dinner. Thank you, a little twist. Thank you. But as long as we're playing with the face paint, we might as well, use some colors. So today we got out the pink. We went pink. I actually still have palettes of eyeshadow from when I was shooting 16 candles, 1980. Powder doesn't go bad. Yeah, but those are some really intense colors. I really have to go back to LA at some point, which won't affect this. I mean, as long as there's a Wi-Fi signal, I'll be here. But yeah, like there are some pretty cool colors. Borghese is the fussy company. But yeah, they were very, very cool palettes. And they still are. They're being very cool in storage. Hopefully they're in the climatized storage, right, honey? Climatized.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, public storage actually really doesn't need our money. I need to go deal with that. It's one of those things. Hello. How are you? So yeah, Sharon and I know each other from remote viewing. So I don't know if anybody out there dabbles in remote viewing, but Sharon and I met in class. A fella named Alan Steinfeld had a class. In the first round, I don't think Sharon was there, but the second round she was there. And so a bunch of us just kept meeting on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And sometimes we remote view, but mostly we just hang out now.
She said, yes.
That's right. That's all right. So that's always interesting. We've seen some stuff. Definitely interesting, and it's definitely a thing.
So I got a question. So why do I keep seeing you eat your own food?
Well, I hope you're not having some kind of precognitive vision, because I don't see myself getting into a food fight. I do know my friend Jim. I have so many friends. I keep name dropping, but not telling you. He was in a movie where there was a pretty famous food fight. Mm-hmm. Animal House. I don't know if you guys saw Animal House.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I think everybody's seen Animal House. I know Roger has. Roger's like, how'd you know, Grizzly?
Yeah. Well, those of us of a certain age when these things came out, I think.
Yeah, like who hasn't?
Right. Rocky Horror Picture Show. That popped. I think it was on Hulu. I thought, should I watch it? And I thought, no, I've lived it. I don't need to do that. Not necessary. Been there. Actually, that.
So what's new with you since the last show? You have done so much.
This week was quiet. I was actually kind of recovering from chiller. It takes a lot out of you to just sort of be on for 3 days like that, and then driving back and forth, and then the car breaking down and like all the craziness. But yeah, now I can definitively say I did not contract any kind of cold or anything. It was really a very pleasant experience. Yeah, my friend Jim, a little twisted, is the one who was getting the hand job in the car, and she's got the rubber dishwashing glove on. Yeah, Jim Doughton, ladies and gentlemen. He's also a fellow Cancerian. His birthday's in June. So we call each other Moon Butt on Facebook. And then sometimes people don't understand. One lady decided I was insulting him and got all puffy. And I couldn't. I don't think I responded. I let him deal with it. It's okay. Not everybody gets my sense of humor, and that's just fine. They don't need to. It could damage their brains. You know? Yeah, no.
Well, Twisted said she forgot about that. She's laughing.
Yeah, well.
So,
Wee.
and then we got the winter coat drive too coming out.
Yes. Emergency. Winter coats needed. See the siren? Is that how you say it? My friend's from North Carolina. He calls it sirens. I was like, what's that? He's like, the ambulance. The
Right.
ambulance sirens. It's funny how dialect and then just people just stare at each other like they're speaking some foreign language. Anyway, so the siren, wee, flower power dispensary. They are having a winter coat drive. This is one of the things I love about my friends at this dispensary. They give back to the community. So this winter, I think we've got till the end of November, right before Thanksgiving, to bring winter coats. If there's an extra winter coat and you happen to be in the Manhattan area, bring your coat to 22 West 66th Street. Tell them Liane sent you because she did.
And we also got a thing too we can play here.
Okay. Yeah, hopefully it's still there. I think it's still there. It's in their story. So hopefully the 24 hours hasn't come by.
Thanks for giving. Thanks for love. Thanks for giving. Thanks for love.
So there's a little thing they have.
And you can follow them on Instagram at Flower Power Dispensers in New York. Yeah. And if you follow them on Instagram or on Facebook, they're there as well. You'll be able to give a coat if you live close by and you want to get high. Go to Flower Power. I'm sorry, that was way too tempting, clearly. Wow. All right, next. The Vatican's doing weird stuff again.
Oh, that is correct. So what are they up to? Because I was trying to read that earlier.
It's just weird. It's a Twitter that somebody sent. My friend Robert Stanley, he's got something called the Unicus Report. Like he has a Substack. He's a pretty cool dude. Very interesting fella. Has a lot of knowledge. But yeah, he sent me this, and I thought, what in the actual hoo-ha is happening over here? The Vatican has announced that the official mascot of the holy season is an anime character, and they're calling him Luce, which means light. It features a blue-haired, are you ready? Why they have to add this adjective? Prepubescent waif in a raincoat, which might not be the most edifying image at this moment for the church, nor is this photo. Yeah.
This is a joke, right?
What is happening? I guess this brings everybody, yeah, right. And they're the biggest Luciferians on the planet. Like, they literally know everything about our actual history. If it's galactic history, they know it. If we have junk DNA, they know how to read it. Like, these guys literally have records of everything. And if they don't have it, the Smithsonian does. Pretty sure.
Yeah, that is correct. Absolutely.
I know they're having on November, I want to say 8th or 9th. They're going to have some kind of a hearing about the Nazca skulls in South America. I mean, this stuff is just, they keep, as I said to my friend Greg Bornstein, we're friends on Facebook. He's got a podcast called Open Loops, which is pretty cool. He's also a hypnotist. Maybe I'll have him on here. He can try to hypnotize me. Good luck, Greg. Yeah, by the time he tries hypnotizing me, he'll be watching his reflection in my eyeballs, and he'll be all, and I'll be like, Greg, hop like a rabbit. And It'll be great. Right, Greg? Hop like a rabbit. Coming to America. Bark like a dog. Woof, a small dog. Hop on one leg and bark like a dog. Yeah. Greg will do
I
it.
love watching them on TikTok, how they hypnotize people and make them do things. That's funny.
Well, and that's not fake either. People, consciousness is sound waves affecting, like things we can't see affect the part of us that we can't see. It all lives in a space, which is within the space we do see. It just is the deal. Yeah, you know what? I feel like everybody in my audience knows in their heart what to do about that right there.
Yeah, I know.
Like, and there's so many people talking about it that I don't need to put attention on there. So you guys can talk about it all you want. That's fine. I'm not saying don't mention it in the comments, telling you what to do or what to talk about. I'm just saying I don't need to talk about it because,
Roger
people
says
know what to do.
he likes the movie Coming to America.
Who doesn't? I like the movie Ghostbusters, man. I once rented it from the paperback and video store downstairs. Like, I didn't give it back for weeks. I think my bill was like $86. I probably could have purchased the video like 8 times.
Right.
The little guy down there just shakes his head. And then I went to rent it again. He's like, "Are you serious right now?" They almost didn't.
That's funny.
Oh, man. Yeah, it was the days before Blockbuster. Way before Blockbuster. And before, well, actually, no, cable was just kind of, well, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I remember when cable came out, my parents were hipped on MTV.
I remember when MTV, and they would play the first, the first 3 videos that they had on there over and over and over.
And over.
Yeah. MTV got a little redundant, and then I think they spread out into TV series and reality shows.
Mm-hmm. They
did. Like with the reality shows, those killed episodic television.
Yes.
You guys see the dead look on my face? Not.
Ah.
That was not a good day for Lily. It was bad times. That was my job. Oh, it's okay because it took me here, and now I make music and alien faces and weird stuff. Make weird movements with my hands. Put pink eye,
Everybody says they love your makeup and stuff tonight. See?
It's fun and it matches the shirt. Like this, my mother was a very big, right, exactly. Used to be. Emphasis on used to be. Now it's just commercialized like everything else. Oh man. Well, but so yeah, back to this Eric Hecker, and talking about the government. Greg posted something asking what taking kind of a poll on Facebook about what they thought was going to happen with UFOs and disclosure. Well, I said something about aliens like pizza because I put aliens eating pizza in my music video. Really, there was no other hidden meaning in there. I thought about it afterwards. Yeah, that's not what I meant. Anyway, so yeah. And then I thought, what's going to come out? Cheese pizza, government issued cheese. Cheese is the aliens' word for lies. Lots of cheese.
Hey, that government cheese was good back in the day.
It probably still is. However, the government cheese that runs through the airwaves is a little too much for me, man. Like, JFK was right. The CIA needs to be squished.
Yeah.
So many things that don't happen because it's so boring.
It all goes back to the Bush's years is when it all started falling down after Ronald Reagan. So,
well, his comment about wouldn't it be something if the world would unite over some alien invasion? I'm paraphrasing, but leave it to a Hollywood actor to make some crack like that, and then have the government, pretend like he's loopy or just ignore it, or, and even when Obama, when he was interviewed on Kimmel asked him about the aliens, and Obama's telling him that, the aliens don't like it when you talk about them. Like, and I honestly feel like he was answering him truthfully. And because the truth is so flippin' weird, everybody thought he was joking, but he was dead serious.
Yes, he was.
He was dead serious, and it goes right over everybody's head. And I'm just staring at this guy going, wow, way to tell the truth right under everybody's noses, because that's the best place to hide it. It is. It's true. And then the more fantastic the story, the easier it is to sell, which goes back to a whole society and species who's gullible because they've been trained to look outside them to be led by information that's being given to them by trusted entities who really are just, and then next thing you know, the tail's wagging the dog again.
Yep.
It's so weird, like, and I'm telling you again, if you want slow drip disclosure, it's not so slow drip, like with all this coming up, I'm going to say again, there's a show on Apple TV called For All Mankind. Like, it's supposed to be a fiction. Okay. Like, so was Independence Day. So was Star Trek supposed to be fiction, but fiction's something like, and we have company.
I heard a tweet.
Diva Bird. Hi. Diva Bird is making her entrance here. I should just show you. Might as well. Diva Bird, we're live on the podcast. Can you say hello? Tedward. Tedward's the name of the dog she lived with for not for 17 years, but.
Aww.
My friend Karen, who's the makeup artist on Rock and Roll High School Forever, she's like literally the only makeup artist who's ever worked on my face. Could do my lips right. It's messed up. So I would love Karen. Oh, she saved me from this other one who wanted to peach up my cheeks. And I said, but the character needs to look pale like a vampire. Could stay away from me with the peach. She's like, no, but just let me put a little bit just to make you look. And I looked at Karen, and next thing I know, this other woman wasn't allowed to touch my face. It was the most diva-ish I ever got. But it really had to do with keeping the character how I wanted it. And if I want her to look like a vampire, it's not time to put peach on my cheeks or pink in my face.
Right.
Character choices, guys.
Unbelievable.
Dang.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, how dare she try to peach my face up? Horrible woman. I'm kidding. Bless her heart. She was just trying to do her job, Like, I don't know. It's all good. At the end of the day, I think we're all okay now. I was mildly traumatized, but it's over. It doesn't have to happen again. Now I'm in a situation where when I'm on camera, I get to do my own makeup. So if I look like
well, everybody loves it, so that's what counts.
Today, just see what I come up with next week. Just you watch. I'll do something really wacky. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know, man. The UFOs and the disclosure, and I think there's supposed to be a hearing, like either this week or next week again, and we'll hear what happens after that. And then we have Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp acting all surprised recently. They do know what they are. Like, wait, what? Okay, really, you two? Those guys, I love them, but they kind of maybe a little bit bug me. I don't know if I should say things like that, but I think I like Ross Coulthart. I think I like the way he interviews people
right
reality check show. I really appreciate what he's doing. He's pretty hardcore. You know, I don't need to go on about what I think. Like, you know, I think I've said it enough.
So what do you think about Iran hitting Israel and Israel hitting Iran?
I think all of that is very disturbing on the one hand. I feel like because the people in charge are predominantly programmed in a manner that what we talk about all the time, they don't act like spirits in a body. They act like ego, warmongering, want to get there first. I'll kill you before you kill me. It's the chimp wars. Like they're all angry monkey time. You know, and what's even more interesting to me is that the reality of all of it, all the geopolitical stuff, like this is where I'll agree with that guy, Dr. Michael Sala. Like, what if the actual reality of the geopolitical nonsense were based in exopolitical stuff that is actually going on that we're also not told about? Because if they tell us about that, then they've got to tell a thing. And the next thing you know, everybody's outraged. Then they've got to deal with the outrage of the people. Like, nobody wants that. But I don't know how to avoid that, you know, unless the people have either been sedated with, you know, and maybe that's what they're trying to do by making us dumb, by putting chemicals in everything. But, you know, who invented fluoride and decided it was a good idea to kill us all with that?
Yeah, they couldn't get rid of it, so they let us consume it.
Right. And then
I remember taking it in school. Remember taking it in school?
They were telling you you're supposed to do it to save your teeth, but they're not telling you it also calcifies your pineal gland, and it's you know, a neurotoxin. It's a neurotoxin. Okay. You know, people put Botox in their face too, but that's a botulism. Like, why? Because they're vanity. Hi, you see that? Look at that. Look at that. Those are like, that's the real deal, you know? So what? Where I part my hair, I have gray hair sometimes. If I part it elsewhere, I don't. So what? People age. Hi, guess what? I glow from my pits. Like, it was bad last week, and I'm looking at it going, whoa, 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 whoa. Crow's feet. I saved crows. I love crows. I wonder if that crow that
Y'all crack me up.
This isn't good for my ADD. Like, I just, what? Oh, look, fish. Like, I can't. Like, she's talking about crows. It's going to be crazy no matter what. Yeah, well, yeah. Just stay safe. That's it. Stay safe and be aware and just do what your heart tells you to do. And don't listen to anybody else. And don't be wagging your tongues at people and telling them what to do. Like, how about we just leave each other alone for a change?
Right.
I'm not saying don't do nothing. And I'm not saying don't go vote. Just how about we stop harassing each other? Gaslighting each other. Right? The government does it to us enough. We don't need to do it to each other. The gaslighting. Right? Can we be nice to each other, please? You know, and I feel, again, like anybody who's watching my show already knows all this stuff.
Wow.
And if you don't, welcome to my show. Make nice. Love yourselves.
Right.
You know, honor the vessel that your spirit is using to navigate this crazy experience. You know, so many things going on. There's so many people wandering around, so many thoughts being thought, rapid fire, 8 point whatever billion consciousness units for the purpose of this conversation, thinking 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. How many thoughts is that in any 24-hour period that are all going into the field of possibility. Because remember, fellas and dames and they thems out there, thoughts are electromagnetic signals, right? They're going somewhere. They're doing something. You know, your emotions, this is chemicals. Emotions make chemicals that your body gets, to which your body gets addicted. Yeah. So what are you thinking? How are you feeling? And what is your state of being? And who controls that?
Right.
I have to keep coming back to that. And like what Grizz said last week, you know, energy can be neither created nor destroyed. It's there. Your physical body is what your energy uses.
That is correct.
Right? For a linear time. And then kapoof.
That's right.
Right? So, you know, it's not even say use your time well. Just be present in your moments. Be fully committed to what you're doing. And if it doesn't feel good, stop it. Because nobody else is going to stop it for you. It's not happening. Some people have to find that out, like the hard way over 50.
Unfortunately.
40. Well,
Yeah.
you know, I'm one of them on many levels. You know, but I have to say, like, I'll go back to, again, coming back here to ground zero to take care of my mom, who's the one who made the impressions on me with her behavior. It's like, it's the environment, you know, it's the mental, emotional environment in which one lives that colors the physical environment. The mental, emotional environment comes first. You know, I wish everybody were taught that, because I think people would go out of their way to give themselves permission for like self-care so that you can be in a good state of mind when you're being productive, or when you're sleeping, or when you're taking the time to just sit and watch clouds. Like, you know, being mentally free is something that I like practicing because it feels good. Nobody controls that. You know, I get to control that. I don't have to ask anybody permission to feel happy, or, you know, I can choose how I want to process what I'm seeing and how people are acting toward me, you know.
Right.
Thank you, John. Hi. Honey. So yeah, I mean, it'll be good when tomorrow comes and goes, but hopefully, you know, it won't be like that old, when you ask one question, it just makes 8 more questions happen once you get the answer.
It's going to be a nightmare tomorrow. It's just going to be awful.
Well, is it like, I don't know. It might be a little chaotic, but I think it'll only be a nightmare for people who are super emotionally plugged in and identifying with all of the issues and concepts hardcore, you know?
Yeah.
People have invested a lot of emotions, a lot of time, a lot of phone calls on either side, you know? It's like sides and duality, and what parties stand for, what they don't stand for, arguing. And now that we're like this, and you know, they have us all distracted on social media, but then they have themselves distracted with this election. So that's, you know, why Iran and you know, they're all carrying on like that, because because we're all focused on the election. It's like, I always say that, like, when there's a big story in the news about something that's happening, there are 5 other things happening that are really messed up that they don't want you to see, which is why they're pointing, here, look at this. Hi, look at this. It's like, yeah, don't look at that. And if you do look at that and say something because you see something, you get censored, just like the whole COVID time. I mean, that's you know, coming back to kick people in the butt, that whole thing, you know. that's some serious karma for people.
Yeah. So what new music you working on?
What am I working on? There are 2 songs I'm working on. I don't know why I get all shy about that. There are 2 songs I'm working on right now. And then I had another idea. Like this Enya song came on right after my meditation. And sometimes I'll listen to music and use them as a reference song. I don't know if you guys know, like reference song, like if you look at a certain artist, right? Like if you go look at a Gauguin painting and then go home and do something like in that style, right? So not stealing her song, but just something in that very ethereal, lots of stacked harmonies. So I'm hearing something like that in my head. And I also started another drawing, like kind of a mandala.
Oh,
thing.
cool.
Yeah. Here, the light's not gonna be great, but we can walk around a little bit. God only knows where my parrot went. She's probably destroying something. Here, let's go in the very dark, scary room. Yes, she's in what was my mother's room. Should show you guys my apartment sometime.
To actually serve the world in the best way.
So yeah, that.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, I started that.
Sounds like R2D2.
Yeah, they all do. And there are 3 African gray parrots and a little black-headed kayik. And it's like cleaning up after 4 children. They like to watch SpongeBob.
That's funny.
They do. Well, so, yeah, so I'm working on that. And I think next week I'm going to go downstairs and do some high resolution scans of a couple more of those drawings. Not those there, but like ones that are in the other room that I'm almost done. When I finish them, I'll go get them scanned and then I'll print them up and make more magnets. So we'll have more options. Yet more options. It'll be fabulous.
Awesome. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, her Spotify and all of her links are down in the description. Check them out.
Because Grizzly's really good at that stuff.
Yep. Check them out. Check them out. Click on them.
Hello. Ciao.
Italy.
How are you? Where in Italy are you?
Yes, Italy.
Well, while we're waiting for him to answer and Grizzly to pop that up, it's sleeting. Whoa. Really?
Down in Texas?
Well, it was snowing in Arizona. It was snowing in Arizona yesterday.
Oh, no way.
Because they don't manipulate weather or anything. They don't do that.
Right. Yeah, they say they don't. And Biden laughs at it.
They say they don't, but then they said that they did back in the Vietnam War. So
yeah, they did, right?
And so they're announcing what they're doing back then. Now they're saying they don't do it. And again, like, how has it not morphed into something super high tech?
Yeah, I know,
It's
right?
Vietnam. What is that? 60 years they've had to perfect it.
Right. And that's true.
So yeah, and there you go. So UFOs, I actually think that there probably been a colony on Mars for a minute. Like, I believe that more than I believe that that's BS. What else do I think? Thank you.
Yeah, and they're also now in the comments too. He's north of Italy, next to Melian.
Il Duomo. I loved going to Il Duomo. It was fun. Very, very touristy. My daughter was actually just there with her fiance's whole family. Like the 24 of them went. She went to Assisi. She went to Pompeii. They were in Rome for a little minute. And then where did they stay for the most part? In some huge villa by the ocean. Anyway, so yeah, she's living her best life, that little Jacques, living your best life.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, those kids, I tell you, Those crazy kids. But yeah, so Apple TV, if you guys have Apple TV, I highly encourage you to watch that show For All Mankind, because I'm telling you, I'm sure we're already harvesting iridium and all kinds of stuff off of asteroids. I'm sure that Russia and the US have done some kind of joint stuff that they don't want everybody to know about because we're supposed to hate each other. Like, you know, the whole thing. Then the Artemis Accords and who's joining those, and what's the lure that the US is giving people to join the Artemis Accords in exchange for what? Teaching them how to fly spaceships? Like, so we can have a whole internet, right? And then we've got China and Russia. They've got their whole other system. Like, so we've got people joining either or, and then it's the race. Like, who's gonna dominate space? What?
Right.
You can't even take care of your planet. What are you talking about?
Right.
You're gonna dominate what?
Yeah, it's mind-blowing.
Okay. Right. It's weird. And then the whole thing about, okay, so if we have had agreements in place with non-human whatever, like, why are there reports from the 1700s about little gray beings? Like, this is not something new. That's it's so dumb. Like, if anybody like has an attention span long enough to listen to what somebody says and then actually daisy chain and rabbit hole yourself and find information that's actually out there that's not disinformation, like that whole black vault thing, like there's plenty of information there. You know, I don't know. It's kind of mind-boggling that human beings don't know exactly who and what they are, what consciousness is.
Right.
Like, it's weird to me. Like, and I really want to make these conversations as mainstream as possible, because I think they're worthy of public discussion, these topics. Like, I'm sick of hearing about what Pfizer wants to pay people to say. Aren't you?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So what's in store for us for next week?
Next week, I don't know. Like, I have a couple people who've said that they would be on the podcast. One of them, speaking of UFOs, is my friend Clive Christopher. I just posted on my Facebook. He's now got Netflix to license some of his stuff, but he's on Tubi.
Awesome.
He's on Alien Nation by Dust, which rolls on my Samsung TV on channel 3050, like on the Samsung whatever channel lineup they have in their TVs that are preloaded. Anyway, so yeah, he actually is the first person to tell me anything about orbs, because I have these orbs, and I told him I think it's I've said this before here. I think the orbs that I see are energy with no physicality. Like, I don't know if it's exactly dead people. Maybe it is. I mean, there are 10 cats who have lived in this apartment who are now deceased. My grandmother, the tenants before me. I think somebody may have passed in this apartment before that. My mom passed here. Like, so there are plenty of non-vesseled energy beings. So I told him I thought that. And then he said, well, the CIA has confirmed that the orbs we see are not dead people, spirits, dead people. So I thought that makes sense to me. Like, I mean, why, when I call out my friend's name and say, Leah, 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 does a big shiny white orb shoot across my room? There are different sizes. They move differently. Sometimes they corkscrew. Like, it's, you know, I got lots of videos. So I think they're up somewhere.
Well, that's intriguing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got Dropbox video of orbs. Anybody want to talk about orbs next week? And then after next week, maybe we can have Clive come on after I show you.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It depends on his schedule.
Right.
You know? But yeah, so that's somebody I'd love to talk to me about what's going on in my apartment. You know, there's a show called True Ghost Stories. Sherry Emily does it. Sherry Emily Avery. She's been a friend for a minute. She wanted to send a team here to tell me what they were, and I was less interested in what they thought they were, because I think I already know what they are. But like, if there's anybody else, like if my mom's around and like they have those weird recorders that can record voices, like when you play it back or something, you can sometimes hear like, when they record the ambient sound in the room and then play it back. Sometimes you can pick up sirens. Fabulous. And then Diva in the corner banging. What are you doing over there? Just banging? It's a little messy. It's all my alien mask props. That's my little drawing station. Like, this is what Liane Curtis from 16 Candles does. It's like, oh.
Wow, that hour went by so fast again. It always does with you.
Right. Thank you. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
This is a more tame version of my Facebook Live videos. And then you're there to prompt me and run the thing for me so I don't have to like fumble too much. You can do the fumbling.
Absolutely not.
Wrong video. Oh my God, what's wrong with him? Are you high?
I know, right? And now I'm sitting there like, whoa.
I'm always high, and I don't do that. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
He's completely sober. Like, you know what it is? It's me. It's because I send him these things rapid fire, out of order. It's completely on me. The fact that he can get through it and find them at all is just a miracle. So actually, that's a freaking superhero, So yeah. So what are my takeaways from this week? Get your colonoscopies.
Yes.
Your fire cider. Get TP for your bunghole. Make sure you're in a good mood when you're eating your food, because you'll assimilate it nicer. What else? What else? UFOs are real. Go vote tomorrow. Oh, what did we forget? You know what we forgot? Can I show you screen? This is so important. What we have to do is, present. I can do this. Share screen. Share screen.
Yeah.
No, where's not the Chrome tab? Window. Oh, come on, Liane. Don't do it. It's my page thing. The entire screen. Yeah, we'll do that. Share, and then I do this. There we go. These guys. Another PSA. Can you see
good people? My name is Kathy.
My name is Paul.
And together we are Detroit Centric.
We are very happy to have been chosen as finalists in this year's Soul Tracks Reader's Choice Awards under the category of New Artist of the Year. And a special thanks to all those involved in the nomination process. In addition, we would like to thank our family, friends, and supporters for your vote. All you have to do is go to soultracks.com and subscribe. On November the 8th, around 1 p.m., you will receive via email a ballot. And you know what to do after that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Did it work?
No.
No?
It didn't. We got the audio.
Okay. That's better than nothing.
Yeah, hey, we'll take 50-50.
You know
what?
Why is it Chrome has lost permission to capture your screen? Go to system preferences. Okay, I don't have time for this. You guys heard the thing. So please go to soultracks.com. Sign up to be on their email list. They will send you a ballot to the email you signed up with on November 8th. You can vote for these guys, and then you can cut out and never, ever have to deal with soultracks.com ever again. I'll announce if they won in their category, I promise, on December 9th. So if you want to hang out and wait for that result in your email, go right ahead. I don't think that they're particularly annoying as far as when you sign up for newsletters. They're not like every 5 seconds, like Home Depot. Oh,
Right. And that's true.
All right. Please vote for my friends. We talked about a lot of my friends today. I love my friends.
That's awesome.
Very talented, nice friends. Like Grizzly.
That's right. Like Lady Liane.
Yeah.
And don't forget, we got a show coming up at 7 p.m. Eastern. So tune in for that, ladies and gentlemen. And anything else, Lady Liane, before we hit your exit?
Keep riding your frequency. That's what I think you got to keep riding that frequency.
That's right. And don't forget all of her links down below. Check them out. Spotify, everything. Her website, her artwork. That's right.
Actually, it's not that bad. It's those V-Shred workouts. Vince should give me free stuff because I talked about it.
That's right. Absolutely. Godspeed, everybody. We'll catch you on the next show. Bye.
Keep up the frequency.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Frequency.
I'm Liane.
Are you ready to ride the frequency?